Hi friends, my name is krishnaakumalla. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we have completed the inventories chapter. We are going to get into bills of exchange. In today's video, we are going to discuss on the meaning of bills of exchange. Okay? So without wasting much time, let us get into the presentation and try to understand the meaning of bills of exchange. Okay? Right. Okay guys. Let us understand the meaning of bills of exchange. Before I get into this paragraph, or before I read into this paragraph and explain the meaning, let me give you one the meaning of bills of exchange with a simple example, so that it will be easy for you to understand. Let us say A is the seller and B is the buyer. B is the buyer. B wanted to buy the goods from A. B wanted to buy the goods from A, provided A is ready to give 30 days credit. I'm just taking an example. B is ready to buy goods from A, provided A is ready to give 30 days credit. So he went and approached A. Hey, Mr. A, I'm ready to buy goods from you if you are okay to give me 30 days credit. But A's problem here is A wanted to sell the goods, but he need the cash immediately. He need the cash immediately. He is not in a position to give this 30 days credit to him because he cannot wait for 30 days to get the cash collected from B. So he is in immediate need of money. But he wanted to sell the goods. How it is possible? There should be a way to resolve their problems. Right? B need goods from A, so we need to fulfill his requirement. A also wanted to sell the goods, but his major requirement is he need money immediately. So how do we resolve it? For that, they will come to a common understanding. What is that common understanding? They both will come. A will tell B, Mr. B, okay, I'm ready to give you 30 days credit, but you need to promise me in writing, saying that, in writing, underline that, in writing, saying that I'm ready to pay so and so amount, let us say 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees of the goods worth purchased. I'm ready to pay this amount on 30th day to you, or the person whom you authorized. I can pay this amount. There is no issue, but I'm ready to give you in writing saying that yes, I agree to pay this amount, and that agreement will be in writing. So A writes a document. A writes a document saying that with a date, Mr. I sold goods to B on so and so date. I'm just giving an example. All other topics will be different. I sold goods to B on so and so date, worth so and so, and B agreed to pay this amount to me or to the order or to the bearer of the person of this document, or to the order or to the bearer of this document, and this document will be sent to B. What B will do? B will say, yes boss, I'm ready to pay this amount, I am accepting. So B will accept and he will send back this document to A. Once he accepts the document, written document, very important, that written document will be sent back to A. How come this problem will be resolved, Krishna? How this document is going to resolve the problem of A? What A does is he will go to bank. What he will do? He will go to bank. He will say, hey, Mr. Banker, I have a written agreement from B as if I've sold goods to him and he is ready to pay this amount on 30th day. I will give this bill to you. Can you please allow me to take some advance from you based on this document? Bankers will provide advance. That is called discounting facility that we will discuss in future. But what banker will do? Yeah, don't worry. Why banker has to pay? Banker will get some benefit. Banker also will get benefit here. And this A will definitely have a credibility with the banker because he must be having an account with the banker. He must be doing some transactions with the banker. And secondly, by providing this facility, advancing facility to A, banker will get some benefit. So banker will agree to that. Then what will happen? A will give this document to him and he will take the advance money. Maybe 10,000 rupees he will not pay. He will pay maybe 9,500, 9,800 by deducting some discount charges. That is the benefit for the banker. Are you getting my point? Then on the due date, on 30th, what will happen? Banker will go to B and he will ask B, Mr. B, you already agreed to pay this amount to A or to the order of the person or to the bearer of the person. So I'm the one coming to you. Can you please make the payment to me? Banker will go and ask B. Then B is supposed to pay this amount to bank. Now in this story, A sold goods to B. B got his benefit. A also wanted to sell the goods, so he also fulfilled his requirement. But A's major requirement is what? He need money immediately. For that, what he did, he wrote this written document, B accepted, and he sent the document to banker, and he got the advance money on the day the bill is written. So he got this amount immediately. On 30th day, what happened? Banker went to the B, he gave that bill and took the money. So all the three people requirements are completed. Banker got the benefit of the amount discount amount collected from A is the benefit for him. B got his goods, A got his advance amount, A also able to sell the goods. So everybody's requirement is fulfilled. How this requirement is able to be fulfilled? By means of this document. This document is called bill. This document is called bill. Now you understand, right? With this story, what do you mean by bill? Now I will read this paragraph. You will understand in detail what exactly the meaning of bills of exchange. It is a general practice that when goods are sold or services are provided, the seller extends a credit period to the buyer. Yes, when the goods are sold, obviously seller will provide credit facility to the buyer. That is common. Sometimes the seller may not be in a position to offer credit period and the purchase is not a position to pay immediately. At times, the seller may not be in a position to give credit facility, like the way what A said. Yeah, I'm ready to sell the goods, but I'm not in a position to give the credit facility to you because I need an urgent money. That is what A said to B, right? So there are some instances where the sellers may not be in a position to extend the credit facility to the buyers because they need an urgent money. In such circumstances, the seller would like that the purchase should be a definite promise in writing to pay the amount of the goods on certain date, which he can use to generate immediate funds. So in those circumstances in the sense where seller is not in a position to provide or extend credit facility to the buyers, that time what will happen? They sell the goods on credit, but they would like to go for a definite promise in writing. They will go with a definite promise in writing. What do you mean by definite promise in writing? Like the way they wrote a document saying that, Mr. B, I'm selling these goods to you, and you have to pay this amount to me or to the order of the person or to the bearer of the person on so and so date. We will accept. So that will be the agreement between A and B. So these kind of arrangements can be done to fulfill their requirements. Commercial practice has developed to treat these written promises into valuable instruments of credit that when a written promise is made in proper form and is properly stamped. It is not that only signature. You have to put your stamp, your organization or business unit stamp everything, and you need to sign it. So then it will become a proper document. It is expected that the buyer discharges his debt and the seller receives payment. So he will discharge his services. What he on the due date, buyer is supposed to pay that amount to the order or to the bearer of the instrument, and he will discharge his services. This is because written promises are often accepted by banks and money is advanced against them. Like the way what A did, he went and approached a banker. Banker said, yes, I am ready to advance you once you provide me the bill. Then A wrote a bill on B, and B accepted with his stamp, and he has given that bill to A, and A took that bill to the banker, and the banker advanced that amount. Yes, fund balance has been created, and B also got his goods, and the banker also got a benefit of getting some discount benefit from the seller. This is because written promises are often accepted by the bankers, because these written offers are being accepted by the bankers. They accept and they provide this facility to encourage the business. Also, they can be endorsed. These documents, whatever bill has been written, this can be endorsed. What do you mean by endorse? Endorsement is nothing but transfer. The bill is written by me, written by A. This can be given to C. This can be given to D. To anybody, he can endorse and transfer that bill. So endorsing is nothing but passed on from one person to other person. This can be endorsed. The written promises is either in the form of bill of exchange or in the form of a promissory note. So these written promises, whatever they have written, these written promises can be a bill of exchange or a promissory note. What is a promissory note? That we will learn later. Right now, let us understand this written document is nothing but a bills of exchange. Getting my point? A bill of exchange has been defined as an instrument in writing containing an unconditional order. Most important point. There should not be any condition in this. That is the reason I was saying. The person who is writing the bill, what he will say, boss, you need to pay this amount to me, or to the order of the person, or to the bearer of the instrument. There, with unconditional bias, there should not be any condition. You have to pay this amount to so and so person. Signed by the maker, directing certain person to pay a certain sum of money only to or to order of a certain person, or to me, or to the bearer of the instrument. As I said previously, either you have to pay to me, or to the person whom I order to collect that amount, or the person who brings the instrument to you, you have to pay this amount. That is what he says. When such order is accepted in writing, on the face of the order itself, it becomes a valid bills of exchange. When this kind of script is being written in the bill, then it will be on a paper. It will be called as a bills of exchange. Getting my point? Suppose A orders B to pay 55,000 rupees for 3 months after date, and B accepts this order by signing his name. Then it will be a bill of exchange. That's all simple. Whatever I explained previously on the bill, simply A will write a bill and B will accept by stamping, saying that, boss, I am agreeing and I'm ready to pay this amount to you. Simple. So this is called bills of exchange. Now, what are the important characteristics of a bills of exchange? It must be in writing. It cannot be a oral agreement between A and B. The document has to be in writing. And it must be dated. You have to mention the date, at what date he has to pay, at what date bill has been written, and what date the person who purchases the goods is supposed to pay. So the date has to be mentioned. It must contain an order to pay certain sum of money. How much amount you have to pay? Amount has to be specified. The promise to pay must be unconditional. Whatever amount you are supposed to pay, there should not be any condition. There should not be any condition, and he should simply accept that bill saying that, yes, I am ready to pay this amount to you. So the document should be unconditional. The money must be payable to a definite person or to his order or to the bearer. As I said previously, this amount has to be paid to the seller or whomsoever he is ordering him to pay, that person, or to the bearer of the instrument. So if I am the bearer of the instrument in the sense, suppose if I go and carry this bill to B and say, boss, this is what you have agreed, so I'm the bearer of this instrument, please pay this amount, then he has to pay to me. So he has to pay to the bearer of the instrument. Bearer in the means the person who takes the document to the buyer and asking to pay. That person is called bearer. So this has to be paid to the bearer or to the order of the seller or to the seller himself. He has to pay that amount. Then only it will be considered as a bills of exchange. The draft must be accepted for payment by the party to whom the order is made. This has to be accepted by B. A written the bill. B has to accept. Yes, I agree to pay this amount unconditionally. That is what we discussed. It should be properly stamped. It is not only signature. He has to put a stamp as well. Payment must be in legal currency of the country. Whatever be the country we are, getting into an agreement, the local currency of that country should be mentioned on the bill of exchange. So this is the meaning of bill of exchange, and there are some parties involved in this. There are different names for these parties. That part we are going to discuss in next video. I hope you are clear with the content, and if you like the content, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with your friends and colleagues. Thank you so much.